Man, I don't get it now. Why's everybody in a hurry? See, there's a big difference between being hungry and thirsty. We know what we want, we just go about it differently. The hungry person worked for it, the thirsty want it instantly. But they should know first that shortcuts don't work. Word to Miley Cyrus and her fucking hairstylist. And no, this ain't no diss, it's just a simile. Cause if you think this about her, then homie, you ain't really listening. I hope you're getting it. I'm talking to these artists and spending their money, boosting their numbers up on the internet. Y'all got it twisted, we forgetting what's important. People buying fake fans, man, I'd rather get some Jordans and rock them for the real ones. It's coming to your show and yell and say what's up when they see you on the road. And yo, let's get it in perspective for a second. If your followers are fake, then who the hell gon' buy your record? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
I told you, dude, this shit like this big.
Scream with the ducks. We rolling.
Oh, they might follow me.
They might. More normal ducks. I'm feeling good. You know, I'll be glad when weigh-ins are over. I'm not feeling bad, but it's always nice when I get to put that behind me and not have to think about making weight and, you know, eat what I want and all that kind of stuff. But I feel good. Camp was good. You know, I had a bunch of, you know, we made a few changes to my training camp. You know, started working out with Jimmy Quinlan a lot more on my wrestling and jiu-jitsu stuff. You know, I had great sparring. You know, had a bunch of really good training partners. You know, everything went pretty smooth. Burt Watson works for the UFC. He does like all the logistics and he makes everything happen behind the scenes. And he's got it right 100%. Don't leave it to the judges because they're only going to make you cry. And, you know, he's 100% right. You know, like, decisions suck. You know what I mean? They're really crappy. And, you know, I'm always fighting to finish the fight. You know, if I have control of the fight, there's going to be a finish. And it's been awesome having Jimmy around consistently. You know, and Luke Barnett had, you know, great success with him, you know, being around. And, Jimmy, how did you get them to bring up a cot? Didn't they tell you no, like 3 times?
The white lady did, but the SA at the front desk had my back. Mexicans take care of each other.
So I have to go do my UFC interview. This is the interview where they usually black and white it out. They show like, oh, I'm gonna smash Mac Danzig, or I'm gonna break his arm.
Brighten you up just a little bit.
What shade is that?
Oh, it's actually
Just kidding.
gasoline. No girly stuff here. Although it does smell very tropical, right?
Yep.
Mush. Better?
Sure.
Okay, good. You're like, sure.
Oh yeah.
What makes him dangerous, but ultimately why are you more dangerous?
Mag is dangerous because no matter where the fight goes, he's content and he can deal with it. But I feel like on stand-up we're pretty comparable. I feel like on the ground I have a huge advantage. So.
No, he said the exact opposite. He said standing up, he's more dangerous on the ground. You guys are equal. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I could see why he would say that. I could see why he would think that we're closer on the ground and he has advantage on the feet. You know, I wouldn't necessarily argue against that, but I think that, you know, my wrestling and my grappling is going to be the deciding factor in this fight. We could be on the feet, we could be on the ground, we could be fighting for takedowns.
Let's do that one more time there.
Liz Lucia is screwing things up. It'll be Mac Danzig because I have a power steak and mashed potatoes on my side. Can't lose to a vegan. So we're on Wednesday. I didn't get to eat lunch because I have to make weight. Wait, I got no more money. Chicken Madeira. Okay, now I didn't get to eat lunch because no, I'm kidding. So yeah, we're chicken Cheesecake Factory. So eat some chicken Madeira, lots of chicken and mashed potatoes, and all kinds of good food. I still got some interviews later today, and then more interviews, and then more interviews. So kind of a boring day, but we'll get to train a little bit later.
See, this is the height I have for alpha male.
Yep. So I gotta get down, stand out here.
We call this our flyweight lighting setup. Is it about a reinvention? Is it about turning things around? Or is it just a little minor adjustment to get back to where you were?
Little minor adjustment. You know, it was driving me crazy. You know, so I lost. First time I lost 2 fights in a row. I had everyone trying to. Everyone had the silver bullet. Everyone was gonna fix me. Everyone had like the piece I was missing. I'm like, like, you know, short of Kenny Florian, I've done definitely the best of anyone in New England, you know, but now everyone's got the solution, you know, so it's a little bit weird, you know, everyone's telling me, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know how to train, and I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, and, you know, but we kind of, you know, kept doing what we're doing, but we made a few little tweaks.
It's gonna be different, you know, he's made a lot of improvement over the last.
Thanks for waiting.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
And
Okay. Ariel Helwani in Sacramento, California, alongside Joe Lauzon, who meets. I was going to say. Sorry, say it. Yeah. Here we go.
It's okay.
I just looked at the bout sheet, and I didn't see Nick the Tooth's name over there. I thought this was going down in the main event of the main event.
He's ducking me. He
It's
keeps
official? He ducked you?
He's officially ducking me. We're supposed to, you know, we tried to set it up. I told him I'd meet him here this weekend. No sign. No, haven't heard from him.
You're not even giving him a rematch. I mean, you already beat him once. You're being gracious enough to compete against him a second time. Why even play games with him?
I like to take care of the less fortunate.
Okay.
I like to be charitable, you know, so Nick the Tooth is, you know, yeah.
I came to Sacramento to witness this rematch. That's, you know, title fight's great and all, but I wanted to see that rematch.
I came here for that too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm supposed to fight Mac Danzig as well, but, you know, but really, I'm here for Nick the Tooth.
Right. So, but it isn't happening.
I don't think so. He's ducking me. I mean, officially, you know, I've been ducked.
Well, the good news is you are fighting at least someone, and you're fighting on the main card. You got bumped up. What was it like when you got the call that you were going from FS1 to Big Fox?
You know, super happy. You know, I think your Twitter was actually how I learned about it. You know, I was playing Xbox, and one of my buddies was like, "Oh, you fighting the main card now?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then I checked it. You know, you were the Twitter. I checked it. Yeah. You know, so I'm pumped about it. You know, it's super exciting. You know, I was I felt kind of crappy that I was so far down the prelims before. I wasn't even towards the end of the prelims. It was kind of in the middle. And but it's awesome to get bumped up to the main card. And it's a great spot. You know, lead off the whole card.
Last time we spoke to you, obviously, was in Boston, and it was a tough night for you. You lost to Michael Johnson, and the talk after was that wasn't the Joe Lauzon we've come to expect. That you just didn't seem like yourself. What happened there against Michael?
There's a whole bunch of things. You know, fighting at home was a little bit tough. Just I didn't go through the motions that we normally do. You know, flying out, checking the hotel, all that kind of stuff. They kind of just, you know, I've done it so many times. That's kind of like the process I go through usually on fight week. So that didn't happen. I think maybe I might have peaked a little bit too early. But like I said, the big thing is Michael Johnson happening. He was a little bit quicker than me. Started off a little faster. Hit me the big shot. It's just the margin just increased. He got faster. I got slower. You know, I'm completely embarrassed about the way the fight went. You know what I mean? Like I don't want anyone to ever remember that fight as, you know, when they think about one of my fights to be thinking about that. It's like that's so far off the scale for how I usually like to fight. And how I like for my fights to go. It's just it's like I said, completely embarrassing. So I'd like to rewrite that.
Yeah. So I need you to say, "I'm Joe Lauzon, and this is my UFC bout list."
Like Frank Drake, Matt Hughes. Do that one?
Yeah. Do you want to put any of them you fought? Any of your fights you would put one in?
No. That's kind of a joke. It was awesome.
Do you remember where you were when you were watching that fight?
I have no idea.
Is that a fight where, say your friends, you reenacted that fight after it was done? No? Okay. Was that one of the fights that made you turn into wanting to be a UFC fighter?
No.
Do you remember where you were when you were watching that fight?
No idea. I don't remember any of these.
Okay, let's move on to Faber Menjivar.
Okay, I do remember where I was at. So at Brandon's house. Right there, like, oh, I watched this fight at my buddy Brandon's house.
Yeah.
At Brandon _ Chase. No. On Twitter.
You can say that.
No, don't.
Just be funny about it. Be funny about it.
Only single ladies tweeted.
I watched the Ivan Menjivar, Uriah Faber fight at my buddy Brandon's house. It's Brandon _ Chase on Twitter. And the fight was incredible.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.